Kirk Duckwall here with Mastermind the Market, your real estate stats update for the Twin Cities area. Well, the temperatures may have dropped off, but the market heated up. Well, what exactly happened? I'll dive into that in just a second. But first, make sure you click on those like and subscribe buttons. Also, we have a class coming up, Hack Home Buying. Just like you want to make a plan for retirement, this is making a plan for home buying, right? We walk through the things you want to think about, as well as how to shop for the best interest rates out there, how to spot red flags online. It's a full comprehensive class. Last class, we even had investors and second-time home buyers that came out, and they said they got a lot out of the class. So come check it out. It's coming up next Wednesday, April 26th, 6:30 at Park Tavern in St. Louis Park. It is a free class, and you get a copy of our Smart Home Buyer book as well as a goodie bag. I'll throw a link in the description for that. Okay, let's dive into the market data and take a look at what's going on. Okay, looking at the showings per week, per listing, median sale price range. Yeah, that jumped up a good amount. It was at a 7.33 up to an 8.55. We're closing that gap between last year. It was at a 9.01. That said, last year, coming into that week, that would have been the Easter week last year where Easter fell on the 17th. So for the market there, they were experiencing price slightly slower than where it would be had it not been a holiday week, but we were coming out of Easter week. So I think next week will be a good gauge of truly that spread differential, or a better gauge in comparison to this week. Okay, total number of showings still down a fair amount though over last year. 5436 is where we were last year, 4112 this year. But that market meter is really clipping along at a good pace because of this jump. We are seeing the market meter at a 10.16. So on our weekly market meter scale, we can see that jumping up there, breaking that 10 mark. Keep in mind, we really did not see that happen prior to 2021. So here we go. Yeah, we crossed into that extreme seller's market range. How long exactly we'll stay there? Little hard to say. We do know that 2019 was a year where we did see peak velocity in April versus March. So, longer winter wouldn't be a surprise if we saw it do that. Okay, looking at some other stats in our marketplace. New listings dropped off going into Easter week. Not a big surprise there. Went from 1120 down to 1,007. Looking at the most recent data, though, that looks like it's going to be getting above 1,100 again when we see the newest information come out next week. Pending sales dropped off going into Easter week as well. And this is closing that gap on inventory. And that's what's making this such a strong seller's market. Third year in a row hitting that extreme seller's market range. And yeah, it's the inventory. That's what's doing it. Looking at some other data points here. 30-year mortgage. This is average for Minnesota. What we're seeing out there, 6.86. I know, talking to Chad Preby, our resident mortgage geek, he said he was seeing rates closer to 6.75 as of Monday. These rates were as of Friday. So wouldn't be surprised to see some adjustments once they update the rates there. He is saying, though, that rates are closer to 6.375 on the 15-year. All right, hopefully you found this information valuable. What does all this mean out there? Well, interest rates are they're just bouncing along, kind of like an EKG machine here in the mid sixes range. Looks like that may not be changing over the short term. And then for buyers that are waiting for more homes, with the weather starting to change, I know it might not feel like that with the drop back off in temperatures, but we are seeing an increase in homes coming to the market at a much more normal pace. And hopefully that wave that I've talked about of listings will transpire, and you'll see an easier market out there in the near future as far as number of homes and less competition. For sellers, though, yeah, it's stayed pretty strong going into April so far, but be aware if we do see that dump of inventory coming, we may see things in May and June being a little slower. Again, any questions, always feel free to reach out and come check out that class, Hack Home Buying, next Wednesday. Have a good one.